The girl named Emilia has always been restless and had a broken soul. She could never stay in one place and always sought adventure. One winter evening, when the snow covered the ground with a thick blanket and the frost pierced the air to the bone, Emilia decided to run away from her parents. They thought she was too disobedient, and they decided to send her to a strict disciplinary camp. But Emilia didn't want to obey their orders and decided that it was better to endure hardships in the wilderness of the forest than to be confined under strict supervision. Leaving the house, she put on her warm coat and went out into the street. The frost pierced her cheeks, but she didn't stop. Her heart beat with courage and determination. She headed towards the forest, which spread out beyond the city like a dark shadow. Night fell quickly, and the forest was engulfed in darkness. The stars sparkled in the sky, like precious gems on the edge of the darkness. Emilia trudged on, but now she didn't know where she was and how to find her way back. Her heart beat faster, and her gaze became restless. She realized she was lost. The howls of the wind subsided into silence, and a nauseating song of despair echoed in Emilia's soul. She realized she was doomed, and that now, here in this mystical forest, death awaited her. Exhaustion and fear overcame her, but she continued to move forward, blindly. Suddenly, ahead of her, she noticed light. It was a bonfire, glowing among the trees, like the fire of the devil in his cursed kingdom. Emilia rushed forward as if her legs were drawn to the enticing glow like fireflies to a song. But as she approached, she saw that it was not a bonfire, but a dark ruin, like an offering to the sinister fire. But unexpectedly, she heard a voice. It was a whisper, indistinct and frightening. "Emilia, Emilia, you cannot escape. You are here forever." The girl screamed and quickened her pace, but her legs were as if chained to the ground. Her screams echoed in the boundless darkness, but no one came to help. She was alone with this unholy voice, which seemed to gradually seep into her consciousness. And then she saw it, a creature, molded from darkness and fear, with torn skin and burning eyes. It was approaching her, as if hunting for her soul. Emilia screamed in horror, but the creature continued to draw closer, like a shadow ready to engulf her. But suddenly, the creature stopped. It whispered something in its dark, incomprehensible language and disappeared into the darkness of the forest. Emilia stood still, as if turned to stone. Her heart was beating fast and her gaze was fixed on the darkness, as if she expected the creature to return. But it didn't return. And in that moment, Emilia realized she needed to go. She started moving forward, aimlessly, until she finally saw something familiar. It was light, shining through the trees. She ran towards it, and a few minutes later she emerged from the forest. She was saved. Her parents found her and dragged her out of the forest, carrying her lifeless body with them, but a body that no longer felt like her own. She became a shadow of herself, as if she had lost her soul in the dark forest. Since then, she never returned to the forest. But every time she was close to it, she felt the terrifying whisper and knew that the shadow was still watching her, and that one day, when she would be most vulnerable, it would return to take her soul.